So you think about moving to Davidson, but you want to know the good and the bad, of the pros and the cons, and the yin and the yang of living out here? Well, you're in luck because that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take a driving tour of Davidson and show you everything you need to know to find out whether or not this has everything that you need or if it's really bad for you. So with that being said, let's start off with the main attractions and the highlights of this area. Now we're going to hit the pros and cons in just a second, but before we do that, I want to talk about 4 highlights about Davidson that I feel is pretty noteworthy. The first one being downtown Davidson, which is a charming, walkable hub filled with restaurants, boutiques, and it's a whole bunch of community events. If you saw the intro to this video, that's me walking around Davidson. Number 2 is Davidson College, which is a prestigious liberal arts college known for its academics and historic campuses, and it also has a connection to Steph Curry for all our people who are, basketball fanboys or fangirls. Number 3 is one of my favorites. It's the Davidson Farmers Market, which is held every Saturday. This vibrant market features fresh produce and baked goods and local crafts. I'm a big vegan buff, so me and my girlfriend, we juice every weekend. The 4th one is the Concerts on the Green, which is a free seasonal outdoor concerts on the town green, bringing the community together every single week. Now, I'm a musician, so I just love music in general, but regardless, to me, a good day is just getting some lemonade, get you a lawn chair or some blankets, go on the green with somebody that you care about, and just enjoy some vibes in this good weather. So that is really good for me. So with that being said, let's get to pro number 1. It's exceptionally safe in a tight-knit community. Let's start with one of the things people love the most about Davidson. It feels incredibly safe and the community is very close. Davidson is one of those rare places where kids still ride their bikes to town and neighbors greet each other by name, which is like crazy. Most of the time, local issues are small things like someone forgetting to lock their car. There are regular community events like concerts, festivals, and neighborhood nights that help bring people together all the time. It's a whole bunch of stuff to do. And because the town isn't too big, it's pretty easy to feel connected to the people around you. Like, you really feel like you know them like that. But safety like this usually comes with a price. Con number 1, high cost of living and housing. Davidson is beautiful, but it's not exactly easy on the wallet. Homes can be expensive, especially near downtown or the lake. Everyday things like eating out or getting your car serviced can also cost more than other places. Some neighborhoods have extra fees for things like pools or lawn care, which adds up pretty fast. And when home prices go up, so do taxes, which can catch new buyers off guard. Yeah, homes in Davidson can be pricey, and with low inventory, it's easy to feel like finding the right home is almost impossible. But here's the truth. There are solid deals out there if you know where to look, which most people, they don't. That's why I created the home watch list. I track price drops, home builder incentives, and off-market listings that most people miss most of the time. So tap the link or scan the code and I'll text the list straight to your phone so you're not stuck refreshing Zillow all day. And when you're putting down roots, one of the biggest things family look at is the schools, which brings up our next pro. Pro number 2, excellent schools and a smart community. If good schools matter to you, Davidson will most likely check all your boxes. Davidson has some of the best public schools in the area with strong private and charter options too. Davidson College brings a smart, creative vibe to town with public concerts, talks, and plays all year long. The town is full of lifelong learners and friendly conversations. You'll hear everything from book club chats to tech ideas over brunch. Even adults can take affordable classes for fun or for personal growth. But even the smartest towns can escape traffic, and that brings us to our next con. Con number 2, tough commutes and traffic on I-77. Getting into Charlotte from Davidson isn't always quick or easy. During rush hour traffic on I-77 can really slow you down. There's a special lane that helps you move faster, but you have to pay to use it, and I recommend you pay to use it because time is money. And yeah, if you gotta commute back and forth, go ahead and get that easy pass. Now, public buses are limited and there are no train services into town. Even parking downtown gets tight when events are going on. On the upside, many people here work from home and the internet is fast and reliable, so if you don't need to commute every day, traffic might not be such a big deal. And once you make it into downtown, that effort really pays off, which brings us to our next pro. Pro number 3, a charming and walkable downtown. Downtown Davidson is something out of a movie. It's cute, calm, and is full of personality. There are brick sidewalks, a classic soda shop, cozy cafes, and small shops with friendly owners. You'll find a farmer's market every weekend, art walks, and music on the patios. This town has rules that keep things looking nice. No big box stores, no flashy signs, and no tall buildings. Even gas stations have to use wooden signs, and Main Street has public Wi-Fi and porch-style seating. That's actually pretty good, man. Public Wi-Fi? I need that. But even a picture-perfect downtown has its drawbacks, and that leads us to our next con. Con number 3, not much big shopping or late night fun. If you're looking for big stores or a fun night out, Davidson might not have what you need. There's no Target, no large warehouse stores, not much that stays open past dinner time. You want to go out late or catch a live music? You'll probably need to drive to a nearby town. But for people who prefer peace and quiet, that's part of the appeal. Life here slows down when the sun goes down, and that's exactly what some folks are looking for. Me, I'm some folks. And speaking of early mornings, if you love being outside at sunrise or sunset, this next pro is for you. Pro number 4, there's lots of outdoor fun. Davidson is a great place to get outside, get moving, and just enjoy nature. And I love that. There's a big lake nearby where people boat, paddleboard, or just grab dinner by the water. There are also bike trails, walking paths, and a country club with tennis, golf, and a big pool. I love pools. They have a brand new greenway that connects downtown to a big neighborhood, which is great for joggers or stroller walkers. And once a year, the town hosts a big boat race festival that brings out thousands of people. That's actually pretty cool. I would love to see a boat race. But even with all that water nearby, lake access isn't always easy, and that brings us to our next con. Con number 4, limited lake access in town. Even though Davidson is near the lake, most people don't have direct access to it. There aren't many places to launch a boat, and renting a boat spot can take a while. The waterfront homes are hard to find and are very expensive. Many of the Lakeview homes are condos, and the monthly fees can be astronomical. Some areas also have rules about noise, so fast boats and jet skis just aren't allowed nearby. Even so, you're still just minutes away from that fun. Whether you live on the water or not, most people enjoy the lake lifestyle all the same. And if you're not into boating, don't worry, because Davidson has just as much happening on land, especially when it comes to food and the arts. Pro number 5, great food, art, and music scene. For a small town, Davidson is full of fun events and great places to eat. There are concerts in the park, theater shows, and even free college symphonies. Art walks happen every month, and some nights you'll find live music outside or in cozy cafes. The restaurants here are top-notch, and most are locally owned. There are also food truck nights near the park with music and just a whole festival vibe. It's pretty lit. It's a great place to hang out, at least when the weather cooperates. And that brings us to our next con. Con number 5, hot summers and unpredictable weather. North Carolina summers are hot, and Davidson feels it. It gets very warm and humid in July and August, with southern storms that roll through in the afternoon. Spring brings lots of pollen, and bugs love being near the lake. Even small snowfalls can shut everything down for a day or two, since the town doesn't have a lot of snow gear. Some homes even require tinted windows just to help keep the cooling costs down. That's how hot it gets. But the good news, spring and fall are beautiful, and being near the lake gives you a great way to cool off when the summer hits very hard, because it does hit hard. And weather aside, Davidson's location gives you the best of both worlds, which brings us to our next pro. Pro number 6, close to Charlotte with strong job opportunities. Davidson feels quiet, but it's not far from everything that you need. It's a very short drive to Charlotte or the airport, and lots of big companies are nearby. Jobs in tech, banking, healthcare, and more are easy to find in the area. Many people also work from home, and Davidson has very fast internet that makes that a breeze. As more people move in, the job market just keeps on growing, like it's literally booming. But with all that growth comes change, and that brings us to our next con. More construction and bigger homes. Davidson is growing, and you can definitely see it. Old cottages are being replaced with much bigger and newer houses. New neighborhoods are popping up quickly, and they're starting to blend into the nearby towns. Schools, roads, and other services are working hard to keep up. Construction crews often start early, and noise can be a daily part of the life, which is kind of annoying. Still, Davidson is careful about how it grows. While change is happening, the town is doing its best to hold on to what makes it special. And one thing that has stayed solid even through the change, home values, which leads us to our final pro. Homes hold their value over time. If you're thinking about buying a home and staying a while, Davidson is a smart choice. So because there isn't much land left to build on and the town protects what it has, homes here tend to hold their value very well. Even when other places see big price drops, Davidson usually stays pretty strong. It's a great place to invest, raise a family, or build long-term wealth. But even with strong real estate, the lifestyle here doesn't fit everyone. And that brings us to our last con. Con number 7, quiet lifestyle with less diversity. Davidson is calm, quiet, and very family focused, but that's not ideal for everyone. The town isn't very diverse and many people come from similar backgrounds. There's not much of a nightlife scene and things tend to shut down pretty early out here. If you're single or hoping for more variety in people, culture, or entertainment, Davidson might feel a little bit small. Still, for families or folks who want a slower, more peaceful lifestyle, this town checks a lot of boxes. What feels too quiet for some feels just right for others. So now you've seen the pros, the cons, and everything in between. Davidson has its quirks, but for the right person, it feels just like home. Davidson isn't for everyone, but if you want a small town charm, walkability, and top schools, it might be just right for you. If you're one of them, don't miss exclusive home deals here. Just click the link in the description and check them out. Still unsure if Davidson fits your lifestyle? Book a free call with me. I'll help you compare your options and figure out what makes the most sense for you. And if you want to learn more about living in Charlotte, you can watch this video right here. And as always, until next time, hope to show you around.